Hello and welcome to this episode of Cosmic Crow Tarot, where today we're getting into the mood for Christmas. Christmas is the next big holiday coming up if you're watching this, as it comes live and all that. And so I thought it was the perfect time to let these two beautiful decks share their message with us. Now, I could have made, top 5, top 10, top however many best decks for Christmas, but I can't do that because these are literally the only two I have that relate to Christmas. When it comes to Halloween, I have a bunch because Halloween's my favorite holiday. But Christmas, it's still special. It's still magical. The older we get, we don't have children and things like that. It's not exactly, probably not exactly as enjoyable as it was when we were little, but it's still, there's such a beautiful energy there. One of the first, stories I ever heard or rather read when I was younger, was The Gift of the Magi. And these two people, they wanted to get something special for each other, but they didn't exactly have all that much money. So the woman actually cut all her hair off so she could buy her husband this watch band. And then her husband sold his watch to buy his wife a barrette for her hair. So the whole thought process behind that is, it's not necessarily about, what we give. It's what we receive. It's about what we give. And so that's what I'm giving to you now are these Christmas things, or Christmas reading, this Christmas reading as we get into the month of December and we start thinking about all those Christmas things. A lot of times it'll stress us out because there's so much that needs done, so many people that we have to buy for. And then you probably know people like myself whose birthday falls just a few days before Christmas. Mine is exactly 6. I'm December 19th. My father's is Christmas Eve. He's December 24th. So our family was always really stressing and everything about Christmas and stuff because it's birthdays on top of that, on top of the birth of Christ and Christmas and all that. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to share these two decks, and I'll put a link in the description for both of where you can purchase them for your own collection if you want to do that, because these are absolutely beautiful. This one will most likely come a lot quicker if you're in the United States, because it's United States. Rockpool, I believe, creates this. And then Hattie Thorne creates this, and I believe she lives in England, so that one's going to take a little time to get there and probably be a little bit more. We're going to set this one aside for right now, though, and just get into this one, because tarot, is my heart, my, what I breathe for and what I, live and sleep and eat and all that. Someone told me that once. But we're just going to shuffle in my way of shuffling, and there's nothing specific. I like these general readings. I love doing them because they give us the insight, inspiration, and empowerment we need to take control of our lives, to make us think about things we might not have thought of before. So no specific questions are going to be asked. And as always, I want to begin this by thanking the deck, thanking the cards, thanking our guides for giving me this voice to share with all of you. I see my little decorations over here making things a little bit difficult to do, but it is what it is, and we'll keep doing it. My piles never want to be completely organized. But as you've watched my videos before, I do this, and it's a perfect way to connect with the deck, to really think about what we're asking, what we need to know, and a present situation, the here and now. That's what we'll focus on first, and then we'll move to the future. But we must remember that the future is not written. It's always up to chance and change, and things will occur that we're not prepared for. Things will occur that we're really excited about, but we didn't know it was coming. So the future position gives us an idea of what might occur. But then life being life, and chaos and change being the only constant in life, can cause that future to not come true or cause it to be true. We'll just have to wait and see. Then, of course, there's the advice position. The advice position is probably my favorite position of this entire spread because, it's the advice from our guides, the advice from the powers that be, your higher self, God, spirit, the universe, however you choose to see it. It's that advice for you on how to take control of your life and make that future happen, or to avoid it if it truly looks like it sucks. Now you'll get to see the illustrations that come up in this deck, and you can see the holly and everything there on the backs. And this is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful deck. And I do have an unboxing video of this I did a few months back. Yeah, I did it for Christmas in July because I just wanted an excuse to share it. So I'll leave that link in the description below as well, so you can watch that if you want to see all the different cards in the deck, because we're just going to do the cards plus the bottom of the deck and then the oracle I showed you a minute ago so we can see. But present situation is where we are at now. So let's see which one wants to come up. And as I fan them out like that, that's the one that's peeking out to me. So that's one we're going to pull. Ooh, and there it is. The Christmas tree of the Ace of Wands. Now, great card to begin our reading because this is the card of beginnings. This is the card of passions taking control, passionate ideas, so that we can take them and run with them. Ace of Wands, that is the ace of the suit of passion and fire. It says, listen to that fire. Listen to that passion within. And if there's that enthusiasm when you think about an idea, then this says to go for it, to take that idea and run with it. Take that passion and see where it can take you. Aces, we relate a lot to the magician of the major arcana because it's the ace and one is the magician of the major arcana. But I relate the ace to the fool as well because the fool is the one before the idea takes form. The magician is the fake it till you make it because you don't exactly have all the ideas yet. But the fool is the one standing on that cliff, deciding whether or not he wants to leap into the unknown. So this kind of connects the fool and the magician together because it's about ideas, just like the fool has the idea that he's going to go for. So appearing for us here in the present situation tells us, or the here and now tells us we have ideas. Now, when it comes to choices and stuff, choices to make, whether we want to go after that idea or not, we make choices about 35,000 times a day. Think about that for a second. How many times we just decide we're going to do something. Like the fact that we decide when we're going to get out of bed, or whether we're going to go to work, whether we're going to brush our teeth first, what we're going to eat for the day, what we're going to watch on television, what we're going to read, where we're going to go, what we're going to do with our free time. The list goes on and on and on. So as this ace has appeared for us for the here and now, it reminds us that we have a choice to make, whether we want to take this idea that we're passionate about and run with it, or just forget about it. If we forget about it, though, who knows where this idea could have gone? I always like to point out, and my husband does this constantly, like he always seems to have an idea and then he always complains when he sees somebody else getting the money from like actually making it. Because the thing about aces are they're fleeting. If that idea, you don't take action on that idea and you forget about it, then someone else might take that idea and do something with it. And then you turn on the TV in the middle of the night because you can't sleep, and you see that infomercial selling something that you had the exact same idea for. So you have to take this idea. We all have to take these ideas, and we all have to make the choice to go for them, to take action on them. Ace is like one, so it's taking action on your ideas. It's Sagittarius season up until December 21st. So we have that passion, that fire, that enthusiasm to learn everything we can as we aim those arrows towards what we want to achieve. So remain optimistic, remain passionate about this idea. Remember, the more passionate we are about something, the more we're going to be able to focus and find success with it. See this beautiful decoration of the Christmas tree and everything as we set our own Christmas trees up. And I bet you are not alone, and if you've already put your tree up, I see them everywhere. Everybody's putting a Christmas tree up. Everybody's decorating it the way they want. So you have that passion, that idea. You can do it the way you want. You can take action on it. You can make that idea tangible once you take it out of your mind and do something about it. So the Ace of Wands appearing for the here and now says, trust those ideas. Trust that passionate idea you have and let that fire fuel that idea into making it something more. So now should we see where the future might take us and where this passionate idea that we began with might take us. I'm going to set that all the way over here because that way we'll set it like that so it doesn't have a shadow on it, so we can have room to put the future down and see what the future might have in store. That one right there is the one calling to me, so we'll see what it shares for the future. Look at that. How beautiful and gorgeous this star is. Yes, this deck is absolutely gorgeous. I love this deck. And I don't get to use it that often because it's Christmas and it'd just be weird to use it in the middle of like September, right? But I mean, to each their own. And again, choices. I can make that choice if I wanted. Speaking of choices, I'm going to tell you something now I haven't told anybody. And if you follow me on the socials, you will see this, the next day after this video comes out on Sunday, December 1st, 2024. Because that's the first day of December. This is the deck I'm using for my daily readings. I'm not using any other deck. We're not going to be random. I want to give this deck the attention that it deserves and really connect with it, really trust it and let it share its message with us every day. So if you want to see this deck, 25 different readings with this deck, single cards and all that, then follow me on the socials if you don't already, because that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So I let you in on something I haven't told anybody before, and I've made the choice. I'm going to actually do that. Anywho, future. There is the star, the hidden talents, the gifts, the power within us to be the stars of our story. So that idea that we began with, the star tells us it can take us far. 1-7, that combines to make 8, the number of success and wealth. wealth. So it reminds us that success and wealth can be ours when we take that idea that we're passionate about and work for it. Take that idea and run with it and make it more. Now, in the major arcana sequence, the 17 of the star follows the tower, which is the most feared and most negative card, most likely, of the tarot. So we have that tower falling, but I mean, it's not here. We don't necessarily have the tower falling. But what I want to point out about the tower is when things don't go our way, when endings come, collapses come, and I talked about the future being, up to chance and change. Those tower situations can happen. But when they fall and we're able to take the emotion out of it, see the stars coming up in the sky, the stars, the potential, the ocean of emotion is down here. Probably cold because this is winter, it's Christmas. But you're not in the ocean of emotion. You're not letting those emotions overwhelm you. You're taking the time to think about it logically and look at all the pieces from that tower that have fallen so that you can pick up those pieces and rebuild a better tower than you had before. That's the beauty of the star. That's the beauty of the ending of the tower. The silver lining was something better could await you. Now that tiny star up here, the potential that is on this card, kind of becomes huge in this illustration of the star, because that star has become the star itself, the North Star, or whatever you want to call it. Stars in the sky, supposedly they're like all suns and things like that. That's what my husband told me, so that's really cool. There's a lot of more infinite amount of stars in the universe and everything than we realize. Anywho, star power, success, wealth, Aquarius of the in the astrology of the card that this relates to. And so it's like, be weird, be proud, take those ideas and do something with them. 1 and 7, that is the number of the magician connecting with the chariot to create the number of success and wealth or strength or justice, depending on which deck we're working with. So that 1 and 7 says take action on those ideas. Take action on those ideas and overcome the obstacles that stand in our way of finding success with them. That a potential idea that we have right here, right now, could lead us to showing our hidden talents and finding the success in the world that we always had the potential to achieve. We just have to embrace our own inner star power. The star shows all the potential that we have, that those ideas can take us, that all that darkness that we've left behind, because we've left those negative emotions behind, we've taken that passion and idea and we became the stars of our story. So that I don't think there's a better card here. I mean, maybe the King of Pentacles with that passion and idea can find us, like the King of Pentacles, success and wealth. But the star is so much more powerful than that. It's the major arcana. It's life lessons and important things in our lives. So the more passionate we are about our idea, the more that star power and inner talents are going to shine for everybody to see. And I said Aquarius energy with this, so it shows being weird and proud. If our ideas are a little bit different, it doesn't matter. The more different our ideas are, the more original they are, the more they're going to make a difference in the world and the more people are going to notice. So take that passionate idea and run with it and become the star of your story. See yourself succeeding at what you want to succeed at. Be unafraid to show the world the light that lives within you, and that passion can take you so far you have no idea and even realize. Okay, we're going to move to the advice position now. I know that sounded a little bit like advice, but I do that with the future because the future is not written. The future is always up to chance and change. And I already said that already. I'm sounding like a broken record with that. But whatever our passion can do, like if we're focused on our passion and we're willing to take that passion and run with it, then we absolutely can and will become the stars of our stories. Okay, advice position is up next, and we'll see what the advice is. I do all that. That one breathed. I don't know if you saw that, but it's like pop. That's the one we need to pull. So there it is. Ooh, the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is one of the most popular positive cards of the tarot. It's the wish card of the tarot, as we call it, and it contains the energy of all the numbers that have come before it. So there is he kind of looks like Santa Claus, but he doesn't have a beard, and everybody's talking about like the Wizard of Oz and everything right now because of Wicked coming out, and the original 1939 Wizard of Oz, everybody's seen that movie, right? If you haven't, watch it. A lot of times, like on television, they will play that right around my birthday, around December 19th. It's always like a birthday present to me because it's my favorite movie of all time. But anywho, that talk, if you look closely at that guy's face, sorry, I almost dropped the card. If you look closely at that guy's face, he reminds me of the wizard from the Wizard of Oz, from that movie. He has that same exact facial expression. I don't know if that's on purpose. That's just my imagination, but wow, his face really looks like the dude from The Wizard of Oz, like the wizard himself, the magician or whatever she met, like when she was still in sepia tone world. Anywho, Nine of Cups connects to the Hermit of the Major Arcana. You have that 9 there. And the power of 9 in numerology contains the energy of all the numbers that have come before. That means all of those lessons learned, all those experiences, all those choices and ideas we started with before this ace came up, before this idea became intangible in our heads. We had other ideas, we had other passions, we had other projects that we follow because they lit our inner fires. So the 9 of Cups reminds us to remember that. Remember those lessons. Learn what those past experiences had to teach us. When we found our star power in the past, when we taken our ideas and run with them in the past. This reminds us there is no magic genie or fairy godmother to make our wishes come true. It's us. It's us with our power, us with our potential, us with our beliefs to make those passions a reality. 9 of Cups says that we have the power to make our wishes come true. We only need to believe that we can. We're the manifestors of our destinies. We're the manifestors of our futures. Our choices and our ideas that we begin with can take us far and make all of our wishes come true. We only need to believe in our potential and take those ideas and run with them. So advice from the 9 of Cups says take control of your life. Take control of your power. Be the magician or the wizard of your own story. He didn't have magical powers in The Wizard of Oz. He had he had confidence in himself, and he faked it till he made it. Faked it till he made it, like the magician does in the Major Arcana. You don't have all the answers when you're beginning, but you do have answers from those past experiences that can help take that star power and make something of it. So the 9 of Cups tells us, these wishes are possible. This potential with this passion and idea, we don't just have to wish it. We have to take action on it and learn from those experiences of our past so that we can make our lives become the stars of our stories and make our lives what we want them to be. Now, bottom of the deck is right here with the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands astrological correspondence is Leo, and I want to point that out because Leos are the showmen of the zodiac. They're not afraid to see where those fires could take them, to let that fire take them to where they want to be and create the life that they want. So this 6 energy, that is the number of self-reflection. It's upside down of the 9 that we have over here with advice. So they're very much connected and they very much go hand in hand. In the Major Arcana, this is the Lovers. So we have the Hermit here spending time alone. We have the Lover's energy here of spending time maybe with a significant other that can help us with our ideas and help us run with them or help us grow them. Or we can have that connecting with our higher selves. Like I said, this is the number of self-reflection. So taking that time, again, to reflect on our past. 6 of Wands is about victories and appreciating all those victories we've achieved in the past, no matter how small they might be. And this kind of gives me like Knight of Wands energy as well with the horse and the dude or the chick, whoever that is, standing there on like riding the horse and everything. And if you look really, really, really closely at this illustration, that star right there is that star right there, and is that star of the future and the potential. And it reminds us that our idea can take us far. It can lead us to victory. Other people will take account of it. Other people will appreciate us. But first, we need to appreciate ourselves. First, we need to take the time to reflect on that past, the good, the bad, everything in it, so that we can learn to love who we are and let love lead us wherever we go. Let love lead us in our passion and ideas, because love and passion, they go hand in hand, do they not? So take that time to reflect on our past. Take that time to appreciate our past so we can stand in our power and become the stars of our story in the future. We are the ones with the power to make our wishes come true. We are the ones with those ideas that can take us far and let our hidden talent show so we can become the stars of our story. We only need to take the time to appreciate ourselves first and let those experiences of the past, as we reflect on them, help us take the experiences we have now and those ideas we have and make our lives what we want them to be and become the stars of our story. So that is our actual reading there, and I'm going to leave this dude, the star of our future, right there for us to look at and gaze upon and have that energy showing the power our hidden talents can take and our ideas can take. And we'll move right on to that oracle that I talked about before, the Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle, created by Lorraine Anderson and Julia Diaz. And like I said, I believe it's created by Rockpool, like it's published by Rockpool Publishing. You can purchase it from their website. You can purchase it from Amazon too. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can purchase this one and this one. The vintage Christmas tarot. Yeah, when it comes to Christmas, I am obsessed with like Victorian era, 1900s, late 1800s, and everything like that because it was just so magical. But Christmas is one holiday, Yule is another. So it's very much the winter theme and all that. And we'll see what this deck, excuse me, yeah, this deck wants to share with us. This one though, I will have to use the guidebook right there. This one doesn't come with a guidebook, so you're on your own with that. But hey, this illustrations speak for themselves. These have little messages on them too. And come on, look how pretty. Look how pretty that side is, like the foil and everything. Okay, we're going to get into this. I don't have that much space. I'm going to set these over here. It's one thing to have like little decorations and everything, and then you think maybe it wasn't a good idea in my tiny space. Okay, as always, we want to begin this by thanking them. We'll just do it like that so I have more room. Thank you for giving me a voice, and thank you for letting me share it with the world. We have that message of the potential that our passion and ideas have. Our passion and ideas can take us far. The star shows the power our hidden talents have, that our futures can become the stars that we want them to be. We can become the stars of our story. And that wish card, the 9 of Cups that we had, showed the power that we had to make our wishes come true when we learned that from the experiences of the past. Even the bottom of the deck there, the bottom of the deck told us we had the power to make our wishes come true and to reflect on the past of the passions that we followed before, whether they turned out the way we wanted or not. The victories and the non-victories of our past have much to teach us too when we take the time to learn from our past and learn to love ourselves inside and out. So there we have our nice little sort of shuffle and cut. Got them all together, and we're going to do exactly like we did before. Just fan them out and see which one comes up. There's one up here. See that hand? That hand says pick me, pick me, pick me. So that's what we're going to do if I can get it out. There we go. Set that aside while I move all these cards back up. And there it is, crone. And what I really want to point out about this illustration is that 8. That number there, that 8 that you see. And there it says on the card, thy wisdom befriends the honor in which weaves within the blood. A harrowing caw from the depths of your sacredness. So that's just a little short message on there, and you look at that illustration and that 8. She's found strength from her past. She's lived through a lot. The whole concept behind it is mother, maiden, crone. Your maiden, mother, crone. I suppose that's actually how it should be worded, because the maiden is the one that's beginning life. She's learning from the experiences. She's learning as she goes. The mother is the one that creates life. She's the one that's taken the time to bring that child to life, and the crone is the one that's lived through all those experiences. She's had all those experiences, and it's what's given her the strength and the justice, the fairness of the 8, and the success and wealth that she has achieved. Finding it in the guidebook as I speak. I'm almost there. There we go. There it is in the guidebook, and I'll read you exactly what it says right here, and then I'll send you on your way to make those passions and ideas of yours a reality. The wisest among us are the ones who've lived and experienced life over many years. They are the ones who know where to look and how to see past illusions. They are the ones who greet us with warm eyes and tight hugs, who we know will love us no matter our faults. If you have a wise crone of a woman in your life, hold on to them dearly, for they have wisdom far beyond your years. Pulling crone is a sign to seek guidance from someone more experienced. Your situation may need another party to act as a mediator or to help you see things from an unbiased point of view. It is likely to be a woman or someone with a womanly quality who will help you. This person can be a family member, but also maybe someone who is not related but feels like a mother, grandmother, or sister. Just remember, wisdom deserves respect and humility. When seeking knowledge, be willing to consider that you're seeking help because you don't know all of the answers. I love how that works, don't you? I love how this is a tarot deck, this is an oracle deck, and somehow they blend so perfectly together. Shows the power our stars have. 17, 8, those connect so well, and it shows that these other people, like if we can get advice from them, if we can gain wisdom from them as well as our own lives, then we can take our ideas and we can become the stars of our own stories. We can take our passion and ideas and run with them because we have experiences of our past. So all these ideas we have, let's see if I can get back to that ace. There we go. All of those ideas we began with, all of those things we've achieved, all of those lessons that we've learned from our past experiences gives us the power to make our wishes come true in the present, gives us the power and potential to embrace our star power. So whatever idea you begin with, whatever passion idea makes that inner fire burn brightly, you have to take control, take action on it, overcome the obstacles that stand in your way, and learn not only from your own past experiences in life, learn from the ones around us too, the ones that have more experience than us. If you have a passionate idea, you don't have to take everything all on your own. You can ask for help with you if you need it. And that's the advice I feel like the crone is here to say, is learn from these people that have already achieved it. Even the ones that are not with us anymore. Be inspired by them. Let life inspire us and learn from those experiences of our own past as well, so that we can find that success and wealth with our passions that we deserve. As always, I really want to thank you for watching this. I hope that you enjoyed this reading and it inspired and empowered you, because that's exactly what I want to do with my readings. That's why I'm here. This is my passion, is because I get to share it with you, and I get to inspire you to go after your own passion and ideas. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can purchase these decks for your own collection. Definitely, if you want the vintage Christmas tarot, it's going to be a little bit pricey because it does come from England. Unless you're in England and you're watching this. Hi, it's very nice to meet you. If you're in England, you can always leave a comment below of where you're from. That'd be really cool. I'm in West Virginia, if you're ever curious. It's a little tiny state in America that people think is still Western Virginia. Story for a different time. Vintage Christmas tarot, Seasons of the Witch, Yule Oracle. There are those two. Links will be in the description below where you can purchase either. This is mass market, so it can very much be purchased pretty much anywhere. This one, Hattie Thorne is the name there. She's the one that creates it. So this is what do they call it, indie deck. So this is a little bit more difficult to find, and if you want it and you want it in time for Christmas, better order it soon if you do. If you want just a reading with either of these decks, if you want a Christmas themed reading, then contact me. Send me, comment on this video, message me on the socials, or book one directly on my website. Just tell me you want this deck, because I'd love the opportunity to work with it, because like I said, I'm going to be sharing this all through Christmas, or all through until Christmas, December 25th, up to that, December 1st to December 25th, you'll be getting the vintage Christmas tarot message. So, if you're not on my socials and you want to see that, then follow me on the socials. Whatever makes you happy, whatever idea fills you with passion, follow it. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again in the next one.